If only I could.
Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. And if you guys do enjoy watching my videos, please hit that subscribe button to join the Nation, and let's get into today's video. So today, guys, I'm actually going to be making a video about all of the fidget spinners. This one, this one, this one, and this one. So basically, all 4 of these fidget spinners are going to be put to the test, and we're gonna see which fidget spinner is the best. That rhymed. That was amazing. Alright, so basically, we're going to have just a bunch of different tests that, relate to fidget spinners, and we're going to see which one gets the most points. And basically, when one of the fidget spinners wins, it's going to end out with 1 point. The others don't get anything. And yeah, this is basically going to be the battle of the best fidget spinner. Alright, guys, so the first test we're going to do is how long they spin with a 2-handed spin in your hand. So let's go. First, we're going to do it with this one. And it stopped, and that, guys, is going to be 1 minute and 20 seconds, somewhere around there, I believe. So this one, it doesn't spin the longest, but it might win some more going on, but I'm pretty sure this one is not going to win the speed one. But let's get in to the next fidget spinner speed test. We're going to do this one next, so let's do this one. Alright, so now we're going to do the length test with this one, so here we go. There we go. It's finally stopped. That was around 3 minutes or so. I'll have the actual timer, I think, right over here. Somewhere on one of the corners I'll have the actual time. But that one was around 3 minutes, I think. Now we're going to do this one. So let's get right into its length test. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and spin this one. So here we go. There we go. This one just stopped, and that was around 1 minute 45 seconds or so. And this one I do know spins way longer on a table than when you have it in your hand for some reason. Maybe I just didn't give it a good spin, but about 1 minute 45 seconds for this one. Now let's get into the final length test, which is the multicolored, kind of like oily looking fidget spinner. So let's get into that one. All right, let's get into this one's length test. Here we go. guys, so as you can see, it finally stopped, and this one just blew these other fidget spinners out of the water when it comes to length. This one just spun for like 7 minutes and 30 seconds. All the others were below 3 minutes, I think. So, yeah, 1 point for this one. And let's get into the next challenge. Alright guys, as you can see, the camera angle changed. That's because I'm going to be doing the table one now, so I had to come closer to a table, obviously. But now we're going to be seeing how long each one can spin on a flat surface, and we're going to see which one wins this one. So let's see. Alright guys, we're going to do this one first and see how long it can spin on a table, so here we go. Guys, so this one has now stopped. That was about 2 minutes 20 seconds or so. So that one on the table has 2 minutes 20 seconds. Now we are going to do this one. We're going to see how long it can spin on the table with a two-handed spin. So here we go. Alright guys, so this one just stopped. That was about 2 minutes or so. So right now, actually I can't remember which one would be in the lead. I think it would be this one that is in the lead right now, but we still have 2 more to test out on the table, so let's get into those. Next up, we are going to do the oily colored, multicolored one right here, and we are going to see if this one, how long this one can spin. Here, let me tighten these real quick, and here we go. Alright guys, this one just stopped. That's been about 3 minutes 30 seconds or so. And now we're going to move on to the final one for this test, which is the pretty cool looking Ninja Star-ish one. So let's go ahead and see if this one can beat the one that's in the lead right now, which is the oily colored one, which has 3 minutes 30 seconds. So here we go. Alright, this one just stopped spinning, and that was only about a minute or so. So once again, the winner is the multicolored, kind of like oily one. So this one has won both length tests so far. We only have one more length test to do, so we'll do that real quick and see if this one can come out and win again. Right now, 2 points for this one, nothing for the other ones. Alright guys, so this next test is going to be the one-handed spin length. And we're going to see which one can spin the longest from only a one-hand spin. So here we go. Alright, we're going to start out with the multicolored one this time, I think, actually. Just because it's been winning all the time. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, so it finally stopped. This one just spun with a one-handed spin for 4.5 minutes, and my hand is just like dead right now because this thing is an absolute monster at spinning. I don't know how it spins so long, but I don't know, it's a really good fidget spinner, but we're gonna see if any of the other three here can beat it at this test, the one-handed spin. Alright, now it is going to be the Ninja Star cool looking one's turn for the one-handed spin, so let's see how long this one can go in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so this one just got done with the one-handed spin, and that was about 45 seconds or so. So obviously nowhere near the spin time of this one, but we're gonna see if any of these two last ones can somehow defeat this one at the one-handed spin, and then we're gonna go on to some shorter length tests. So let's get into this. Alright, now we're gonna do this one and see how long it can spin for its one-handed spin. Here we go. This one just stopped spinning. That one got about 1:45 seconds. So again, not even close to this one. It did beat this one though. But there we go. This one got 1:45 seconds. Now we just have to see if this one can somehow get 4 minutes 30 seconds and beat this one. So here we go. Alright, this one just finished spinning with the one-handed one. It was about 1 minute and 10 seconds. So once again, this one gets another point, 3 points for the spin length tests. Now we're gonna get into some more tests. Alright, this next test is gonna be one about my personal opinion basically, and it's gonna be which one looks the coolest. So all of these look amazing. I love the looks of all of these. This one, the main thing I like about it is just kind of, I don't know what I like about it. It's just, it looks really nice how it's made, like with the little bubble things right here, and they kind of have like the dots and everything. I don't know, this one looks really nice how it's made. Obviously the thing I like about this one is the color. It's just awesome, and it has like a mirror almost. You can see the reflection easily of like my phone recording this right there. The thing I really like about this one, it's just really, I don't know what I like about this one. It's just that it's like shields and stuff, you know, and that right there, that little like tiger or bear or whatever that is also a really cool addition to this one. But honestly, I gotta give the cool looking award to this one. I know it's not the best spinner, but that's because it's made to look cool, and it's pretty light, just because of how it's made. But look at this. How can you not give this the winning for, I mean, being the coolest? Look at it. It has like these blue swirls that almost look like, you know, like diamonds or some kind of gem in it. And it also looks like a freaking ninja star. I mean, how can you not give this one the win for being awesome or how it looks? So this one gets a point there. So right now, 1 point for this one, 3 points for this one, and sadly no points for either of these. But we still have some more tests to go, so let's get into those. Alright, this next test is very similar to the last one, but it's going to be how creatively they were made. Not how I like them, but how creative the person that made them was. So this one, it's not that creative, honestly. There's so many of these you can find all over. And again, this one, it's a lot more creative than this one, but it's still a normal kind of fidget spinner. It just is kind of shaped a little differently. And then we have these two. This one, very unique. You're probably not going to find any of these anywhere. And the person who made this, definitely creative. I mean, look at this. Like, look how it's shaped and everything. Like, all the different shapes they have to come up with this, and the colors. But this one is gonna have to go to this, because how creative do you have to be to think of putting shields or like, you know, old time like symbols on the end, and then having kind of like an animal thing in the middle and making it look kind of like really like Knight's Age, and it's just really awesome. I love how creative this one is, and that one is gonna get the point for creativeness. So 1 point for this one, 3 points for this one. Sadly, still no points for this one, and 1 point for this one as well. So let's get into the next test. Alright guys, so this next test is going to be the best bearings. Now, it's not the fastest spinning or the longest spinning. I know that's what best bearings sounds like, but I'm just gonna go by which bearings kind of look the nicest with it. So this one, if we open up these, we twist these off just like this, pop that one off. There we go. These bearings are so small. It might be a little hard for you guys to actually see. Here, if I get out of here maybe. Here, let me see. If I put my hand right here. I don't know, but these bearings are so small. All those little specks you can see there are actually the balls for the bearing. So it's actually a tiny, tiny bearing, but it's still a really nice bearing. I definitely like how small it is. It just kind of looks pretty nice. And let's get into the next looking, let's look at the next fidget spinner's bearings. Let me twist these ones back on. Next, we're gonna look at this one's bearings. So let me twist these off here. And there we go. There we go. We got these ones twisted off. This bearing, I actually love how this looks, because you can't actually, I don't know. I don't even know what kind of bearing this is, but I really like how it looks. And it spins really well. This one feels like it spins so fast, but not that long. But it actually spins pretty dang fast. And these bearings, I just love how it looks right there. And you can't really see the ball bearings or anything. I really like how it looks, these bearings. So we'll keep that one in mind. And let's look at the next one, which is going to be the one that won the Creative Award. Let's see, this one. The bearings, you know, they're pretty simple. Nothing really to look at. I think the balls might be a little bit smaller and maybe some more of them, but it's still pretty simple bearings. So I don't think that one's going to have really a great chance at winning this. And let's look at the final set of bearings, which is going to be for the Ninja Star-ish fidget spinner. So let's take off these. Here we go. And there we go. Those ones are off. And this one, even more normal bearings. It's literally the same bearings you're going to see in literally every fidget spinner ever. So let's put these ones back on. And we're going to decide who wins. And it's going to be out of these two. Now, I know this one has a lot of points. This one doesn't have any. I'm not going to base it off of anything except the bearings. But honestly, I think this one's going to have to win. I know it's so cool having those tiny bearings right there. But it just doesn't really seem right. I don't know. I like the tiny bearings, but at the same time, I don't really. And this one, I just really like how the bearings look in it. Looks kind of like, I don't know why, but it reminds me of some kind of superhero or something. No idea why, but I think this one's gonna win the point for bearings. So there we go. Now all of them have a point. These three right here, I haven't actually put the bearings back in, but these three all have 1 point. And then this one still has the 3 points. So let's move on to the next. All right, the next test we're gonna do is the best warps, or the coolest looking warps. This one should be pretty interesting, so let's get right into it. All right, guys, so I'm at my window right now, as you can see, and we're gonna test out these these fidget spinners warps, and we're gonna see which one's the coolest. So let's do this. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Ninja Star-ish looking one. So here we go. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the Ninja Star kind of like blue one, and we're going to see how cool this one's warps are, so here we go. Ooh, that one's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool warp right there. Let's just get a few more. I'll do a two-handed one real quick. Ooh, that's a really nice one. It's making like a star shape. I really like that. How it's kind of making that star shape right there. And we'll do one more. Alright, another star shape. So this one, basically, I think just does a star kind of like shape as its main warp. I have seen it do some other warps before, kind of like the one it's doing now. As you can see, this warp is actually pretty cool too. I really like the warps where they kind of like grow, but yeah, there's one warp, and we're going to see if anyone can beat this one's warp. This one's warp actually looks pretty dang sick, but we're going to look at the others. So here we go. Next one, we are going to do the kind of like night, old age one. So let's see. Let's look at this one's warp, see how it looks. Alright, so I need to give it a harder spin. Alright, so this one's warp, ooh, look at that. That might be one of my favorite warps I've ever done, actually. Look at that one, that looks so sick. Here, let's do that again. Look at that warp, dude, that one is amazing. That one, I think, might have a good chance at winning this warp challenge. Right now, this one is definitely winning. Now we're going to do the kind of like, I don't know what to call this one, but it's a pretty cool fidget spinner. Let's see if this one can somehow beat this one's awesome warp it just did. Ooh, this is gonna be a close one. Look at that. This one warps so easily too. Oh, there's another nice one. Let's see. Let's try and get another one kind of like the ones that are really cool. All right, look at this warp. This one is also pretty nice. Ooh, that one was going pretty good. I accidentally stopped it, but ooh, look at that warp. Oh, I don't know how to judge it. I really love this warp, but I love how this one's going on. But right now, these two, I don't know which one to pick. Those two are in the tie for the lead right now. This one sitting at the back, but let's get into the final warp, which is going to be the oil-colored, kind of like multicolored one. We're just going to see how this one warps. So let's see. This one, that's kind of like the standard warp. It's not really doing much, actually. There's a pretty nice one, but nowhere compared to those other ones. Let's do another hard spin. This one, yeah, it's not the greatest warp, so it still warps, but not the greatest. So I don't know how to choose this. I might have to give the win to both of these, give both of these fidget spinners a point. So I guess that's what I'm going to do. This one right now has 1 point, both of these 2 points, and this one still sitting with 3 points. Let's see who wins at the end, though. Alright, guys, so this is going to be the final test that we are going to put these fidget spinners to. So right now, this one sadly has no way it can win, and actually none of them have a way it can win except this one, and that is if this one wins, it will win, or this one will also win if this one wins this next challenge. But if either of these win, the one that wins this and this one will both win this challenge, or if this one wins, it will tie for second. But let's get into the final challenge. You guys don't even know what it is yet. It's going to be the coolest look while it's spinning. Alright, so let's get right into this. The coolest look while it's spinning, we're just going to see what these look like. So this one, it actually looks pretty nice while it's spinning. And one thing I also like is if you hold it this way, you can kind of see like a little gap. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but there's like a little, like if I stop this, you can see that little gap that's kind of in there. And you can actually see that while you're spinning, which is really nice part about this one. I actually really like this one spin. This one spin, it's kind of bland, I think. Just kind of, you know, it's kind of grayish. Dark brownish, I don't know, it's not really the greatest spin, or it doesn't look the greatest while it's spinning. And then we have this one, which looks awesome while it's spinning. Look at that. Depending on how you move it, you can see like the blue swirling around. I love that. And sometimes there's no blue, sometimes there is. That's what I really like about this one. As you can see, the blue's just going in all sorts of different directions as I move it. So I really like this one spin. And finally, we have this one, the kind of oily colored one spin. This one spin, it's not that cool unless you actually hold it to light. So if you can see, if I put it at light, it'll make kind of like a bunch of colors. Right now it's doing purple, but it'll just make a bunch of colors. Like, look at that one. It's doing like greenish purple right there. I really like how this one spins. The downside of this one only works in the light, so I don't know who to give this win to. Either one of these two, because they spin both really well. This one looks so awesome while it's spinning, and this one, it looks really cool. I love the color, and you can almost see it spinning, which is really cool, plus the little gap. So I think, once again, I'm going to give the point to both of these fidget spinners. So right now, I actually thought of another test we are going to do, so this isn't the last test. We're going to do one more test, but right now, this one is standing up there with 3 points. This one, 3 points as well. This one, again, 3 points. This one only has 2 points. And here we go. This one, also 2 points. So let's get into the final challenge of this entire thing, and we're going to see who wins it. Alright, so this final challenge is going to be which one spins the fastest or feels the smoothest while it's spinning. And we're just going to see which one I think feels the fastest and smoothest while I'm spinning it. So here we go. We're going to try out this one first while I'm spinning it. This one, it looks like it's spinning so fast, but it's not smooth, really. It bumps a lot. You can feel it kind of bumping. You guys can't really see it, but you can feel it kind of vibrating while you hold it. And I honestly don't know if it's the fastest one of all of them, so I don't think this one's going to win. This one spins really fast and really smooth. So this one actually does have a really good chance. Look at that. Look at how fast that looks like it's spinning. And it's just so smooth. I know it makes kind of a loud noise, which might be the reason this one doesn't win. But now we're going to check out this one. This one, I love how smooth and fast this one is going. And one thing I love, it's going so fast that no matter how you move it, blue is literally in every direction, which is so awesome. And this one feels like it's going just so fast. And it's so smooth. It's really probably the smoothest one. And finally we have this one. It also feels like it's going insanely fast. But the downside, this is probably the most unsmooth one. Not while I'm holding it still, it's really smooth. But if I move this one at all, just because of how it's built, it'll actually stop. Look at that. It literally just stops. Like these ones, if I shake it back and forth, it's fine. But for some reason with this one, if I shake it back and forth, it just stops. So I think this win is gonna have to go to this one, and that's the last challenge. So right now, this one made its way back up to 3 points. This one still at 3 points from the first 3 challenges. Again, this one 3 points, and this one sitting sadly at the bottom with 2 points. But this one still really a great fidget spinner. But these 3, they both got 3 points for a bunch of different reasons. This one is just awesome and really smooth. This one spins a long time no matter how you spin it. And this one, it looks awesome while it's spinning, and it makes some epic warps. So, I mean, that's basically this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. These 3 won the fidget spinner challenge, and we're going to see and that's about it for this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you want to see some more fidget spinner videos like this one, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!